Welcome to From the Stands, your one-stop shop podcast for insider access and in-depth interviews with your favorite Billiken coaches and players. Be sure to follow the show on Twitter at Billiken Podcast for the latest news on future episodes. Now, here is your host, Billiken Athletic Director, Chris May.
Welcome back, Billiken fans, to From the Stands, where we talk all-time Billiken sports. We have Trey Green here today. Big Trey, redshirt junior, came to us from Xavier, hometown Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a communication major. Let's talk some stats here, Trey. Let's talk stats from last year, okay? 10.7 points per game, 2.9 boards. You got some big boards. 1.7 assists. Now, the impressive stats are 46% from the field, 44 from three. How'd you miss those other shots if you're shooting 44 from three, huh? 7 three-pointers in the Dayton game. What I was most impressed by, Trey, is you really adjusted to being a Billiken. You really adjusted to our way, how we play, how Coach wanted you to play. First of all, congrats.
Thank you.
Great to have you back. Yes. As you've taken a moment to really think about the season, what's your first take?
Really remarkable. That was my first team to be a part of, to make March Madness and to potentially make a run, you know what I'm saying? And just the things building up to it, though, like the outside activities that we're doing together, going out to eat, going bowling, things like that. Like the connectivity that we had as a team was something special. And it kind of showed as the season went on and why we was able to, play in March Madness too. So,
team went on that run. Then we took a couple pops late, and then we rolled into Buffalo. So, one of the all-time fun NCAA tournament games I've been able to be around. As that thing kept going, what was your take? Was it just, this is what we're prepared for? I was at the shoot-around the night before, and you guys were so locked in. Do you feel like that game just played out as you were prepared?
Definitely. I mean, we went into it. Well, first of all, I want to kind of ask you, the Georgia game or the Michigan game? The Georgia game, we went into it kind of with some confidence. We knew what Georgia had. We knew they were a good team. We knew they had some weaknesses, so did we, but we knew we would be able to expose those weaknesses with how we play and how we were scouted against them and everything like that. So going into it, the shoot-around, the film, the walkthroughs, we all kind of had a extra pep in our step a little bit just because we had the confidence going in there to knowing that, we can get the job done. So.
There was clearly a bounce.
Yeah.
Everybody had a bounce, which was so fun and to be around and to see. Get the win, and then you go up against who ended up being the national champion.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, played well. We ran out of some bullets late. But as you look back again, the success this team has, as you now are turning the thought to forward, what's your mindset right now?
Yeah, just grow every opportunity. Like you said, there were some bumps that we hit in the road towards the end of the season. Just kind of what can we do this year to not have or go through those bumps this upcoming year, because we're returning 9 guys. It's going to be a fun year for us, but also what can we learn from, even though we had a good season, what can we learn from, with the bad and the good, So I think that's kind of the main thing, just trying to avoid, we're not going to be perfect, but at the same time, we want to learn from the mistakes that we had last year too.
I noticed Trey Green becoming a little more vocal late in the year. Starting to feel more comfortable in the system, right?
For sure.
Is that something you are working on, that you think you can bring more to the team aspect, or was my observation off?
No, definitely. It's right. I mean, just getting more comfortable in the system and, kind of understanding the role and what the guys need of me, the coaches need of me. Definitely something that I'm planning on, continue to growing into this year, especially, being in another year under the same system, same coaches. So I kind of have like a leader role type of vibe to it, just because, I was here last year, and majority of us, even the freshmen, I mean, when the transfers and the freshmen come in, they're going to have a say-so on certain things too, because they have seen it before. They've been through the practices. They've been through the hard games, the hard film sessions, so just having that aspect to it will help us grow for sure.
So Robbie graduates. And he was, I felt, a big part of bringing that group together, especially in the offseason.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you and others take that role on between now and October to have a cohesive group that's connected?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard just because Robbie, he
had his
just,
way.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just about to say, just as good as he is on the court, he's just as great off the court as a person. He did a good job of, connecting us and bringing us together. A lot of times the out to eat things that we did, he orchestrated those things. But just allowing all of us, especially the older guys, me, KT, Q, Amari, Ish, us, just kind of, building off of that from what we did last year. We experienced some things that we did. Just how can we grow and just bring on these new guys and the freshmen and the younger guys? How can we bring them up? So it'll be a task, but I think we'll be good for it.
What's Trey Green going to work on in the offseason?
Yeah, being more aggressive, man. Just stay polished on my jump shot, work on my defense, but just being able to, be a weapon in all areas. With the ball in my hands, off the ball. There's a lot of things that, I have to my game that haven't really shown. But with the confidence from this off-season's work, the coaches helping me, they understand the same thing too, and they're actually agreeing with me, and they see the same thing as I see.
Or you see the same things they see.
100%. We're all on the same. Nah, you're good. We're on the same page with it, and I think it's going to be a good season for us coming up. So,
how important is the nutrition and strength training in this off season to Trey?
Yeah, it's very important. And, Coach Shirts, PG, Jake, they're all doing a good job of making sure I'm maintaining the weight that I need to maintain, because I want to bulk up and gain some weight, and a lot of us do actually on the team. And they kind of we each have our own system that we go by, and the coaches have helped us with that along the way. Protein shakes, coming in here and getting extra meals, things like that. So they've been doing a good job of helping us kind of stay on task of our goals for this offseason.
You took my next question.
Yeah.
What are your goals moving forward for this next season?
Yeah.
It seemed like it was just yesterday that you and I were sitting down. You had just gotten here from Cincinnati.
I know.
You were talking about learning how to get around town, learning
where to go.
Yeah, all of it. I remember it like it was yesterday. So now you've been here.
Yeah.
What are your goals moving forward?
Yeah, just continue to grow as a person in the Billiken way, but also in my own way. Represent my last name very well. But just being here and under Coach Shirts, under this system with the same players, the same guys, this and the third. Like I'm just ready to grow in all aspects, on the court, off the court. There's really be a sponge, honestly. Like I still have like a leader role to kind of get things going, but at the same time, like I don't know everything. So just be a sponge to my teammates, of course, the coaches, everybody in the building. So that's kind of just the main thing.
Well, you've made an unbelievable imprint in year one.
Thank you.
And I couldn't be more excited to see what happens in this next year.
Oh, yeah.
We get to celebrate you guys next week, do a little celebration with all the fans.
Yes,
but
sir.
I've been unbelievably impressed at your ability to your work ethic, your work rate. But now you're starting to come out of that shell.
Yeah.
Coming out of that Trey,
yeah.
and starting to talk a little bit and starting to lead a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think the sky's the limit for not only you but this team. So.
Oh, yeah.
Great job. Anything you want to share with our Billiken faithful before we wrap it up here for today?
And Billiken fans, I want to thank you for a great season. We're excited for the next season and hope to see you out there soon. So, roll Bills.
There you go. You heard it from Trey Green. Thank you, big man.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Billiken fans, until we do it again, roll Bills.
Thanks for listening to From the Stands with Billiken Athletic Director Chris May. Subscribe to our podcast in the iTunes Store and have the latest episodes sent straight to your phone. Go Billikens!